So today our topic is the hormone regulating the plasma calcium levels. Okay. So I ask few questions. So what is the requirement of calcium? Okay. तो ये किसी को पता है? So what is the need of calcium in the body? Okay. Calcium is required for the development of the bone. Calcium is required for the conductions of the impulses, that is the information from one neuron to the another neuron or from neuron to another organ, or it is helpful for the various metabolic activity because calcium is acts as a cofactors. Okay, along with the enzymes and coenzymes, it is involved in the various metabolic activities. So that is the importance of the calcium. So that calcium is regulated in our body. So when it is decreases, automatically certain hormones they are released, so they can enhance the decreased calcium level. When it is more than normal, then also certain hormones they are released, so they can decrease the elevated level of the calcium. So that's why we today discuss regarding the hormones, so that's are involved in the regulations of the plasma calcium levels. So from this video tutorial you should be learn how the blood calcium levels can be regulated by the various hormones. So today is the learning objectives of today video tutorial. Okay, so dear students, so these are the three hormones, that is calcitonin. So it is secreted from the parafollicular cell. Okay, it is also secret hormone of the thyroid glands. So thyroid gland, it will be having a two type of cells. One is the follicular cell involved in the secretions of T3 T4, and another one is the parafollicular cells. So those are involved in the secretions of the calcitonin. Okay, so this calcitonin is also involved in the regulations of the calcium when the blood calcium level is more. So on that time only calcitonin releases, it can decreases the elevated level of the calcium. So another two hormones, so those are involved in the regulations of plasma calcium, that is the parathyroid hormones, also known as the PTH or parathro hormones. So when the calcium level in the blood is decreases, so on that time, so those glands, so those are present along with the thyroid gland. So those are known as the parathyroid gland. So that parathyroid gland secrete the PTH. So when the calcium in the blood is decreases, so that PTH can elevate the decreased calcium level with the help of the vitamin D, or directly acts on the various organs. And another hormones are vitamins, so that is involved in the regulations of calcium is a vitamin D. So this vitamin D is also play important role in the regulations of the calcium. So if it is mainly enhance the plasma calcium level when the calcium level is decreases. So as the calcium level is increases, automatically the calcitonin is releases. Then the calcitonin is involved in the development of the bone by enhancing the deposition of calcium on the bone. So like that, so these three hormones, so those are involved in the regulations of the plasma calcium, that is the calcitonin, parathyroid hormones and vitamin D. So now in further we can learn one by one. So the first hormone, that is the parathyroid hormone or PTH, and as well as the vitamin D. So dear students, so when the plasma calcium level is less than normal, actually our plasma calcium level is around 1 to 2 micromole, okay, in the deciliter per, okay, per deciliter in the plasma. When so that level was decreases, so that automatically with the help of the chemoreceptor, those signal reaches to the cerebral cortex. From the cerebral cortex, so those information can be integrated. So that integrated message with the in the help of the neurons or nerves, so they are reaches to the parathyroid gland. So these are the four yellow dot. So those are the parathyroid gland. So these parathyroid glands, so they are consist of the various type of the cells, especially the chief cells. So those are involved in the secretions of the parathro hormone and parathyroid hormone. So this parathyroid hormone, for when the calcium is level is decreases, so then only it can releases. So that released PTH, first it can acts on the bones, where it can stimulate the osteoclasts are the special type of cells. So those are present in the bone. So those osteoclasts, they are involved in the release of the calcium from the bone. That is known as the bone resorption process. So like that, the decreased plasma calcium level is increases by release of the PTH. So it acts on the osteoclast. So osteoclasts are the bone cells. So they are always involved in the ossification, that is the release of the calcium from the bone. So like that, the plasma calcium level can be increases. The same PTH is also acts on the kidney. So where it can inhibit the excretions of the calcium. So as the calcium excretion is decreases, automatically the plasma calcium level is increases. Then as well as it can enhance the release of calcitriol. Calcitriol is a steroid moiety. It is required for the synthesis of vitamin D. Then the vitamin D is involved in the, that is, absorptions of the calcium from the GIT. So this calcitriol enter towards your skin. So when your skin is exposed to the sunlight, then that calcitriol is converted into a vitamin D3. So water vitamin D is synthesized under the skin when exposed to the sunlight in the early morning. So that vitamin is known as the vitamin D3. So that after formations of vitamin D3, it can act on the GIT. So where it can enhance the absorptions of the calcium from the GIT. And same PTH, it can act on the GIT, enhance the absorptions of calcium, not directly. It can enhance the absorptions of calcium indirectly by involving in the formations of the vitamin D3. So like that, parathormone and vitamin D3, they can enhance the plasma calcium level in our body. Okay, so whatever vitamin D you, when you are taken externally, so that vitamin is D is known as the vitamin D2. जो हम बाहर से विटामिन लेते हैं, so that vitamin is known as the vitamin D2. It is also known as the ergocalcitriol. इसका another नाम है. So that is the externally taken calcitriol vitamin D, that is known as the ergocalcitriols. Okay, so it is the vitamin D2. And water vitamin D is formed under skin when we are exposed to the sunlight. So that vitamin is known as D is known as the vitamin D3 or cholecalcitriols, because chole indicates cholesterol. The cholesterol, it is the cholesterol is responsible for the formations of the calcitriols. Okay, then the calcitriol is responsible for the formations of the vitamin D. So due to that, this calcium is known as the cholecalcitriol. So whatever the vitamin D were taken externally, so that is known as vitamin D. It is formed from the fungi by utilization of the ergosterol. So that's why, so that vitamin D is known as the ergocalcitriols. So that vitamin D acts on the GIT, enhance the absorptions of the calcium from the GIT. So like that, PTH and vitamin D, so they can enhance the calcium level in the body or in the plasma by causing the release of the calcium from the bones by stimulating the osteoclasts, or by inhibiting the excretions of the calcium from the kidney or through the urine. And second, they enhance the absorptions of calcium from the GIT directly by vitamin D, and indirectly PTH. It can enhance the synthesis of vitamin D by enhancing the release of calcitriol. It means the kidney is also involved in the regulations of the plasma calciums. Okay, so next, regarding when there is a calcitonin, it is the thyroid hormone. So thyroid gland, it containing two types of cell, follicular cell and parafollicular cell. And parafollicular cell, they secrete the calcitonin. So when the plasma calcium level is increases, influence of the PTH or influence of the vitamin D, automatically the thyroid gland, it can secrete the hormone that is known as the calcitonin with the help of the parafollicular cell. Okay, so these parafollicular cell secrete the calcitonin. So that calcitonin, it first acts on the bone. So bone is having, along with osteoclast, it is also having the osteoblast. So the brain, that is the bone, mainly having three cells. One is the osteoblast, another is the osteoclast, and another is the osteocyst. Osteoclast involved in the release of calcium, osteocyst involved in the remodeling of the bone, and osteoblast is involved in the absorptions of the calcium from the plasma. So this calcitonin, it can stimulate the osteoblasts, then the osteoblasts are involved in the absorptions of the calcium from the plasma. So like that, elevated calcium level can be decreases by enhancing the depositions of calcium on the bone by stimulating the osteoblasts. And same calcitonin is also acts on the kidney, where it can inhibit the reabsorptions of the calcium and enhance the excretions of the calcium. So like that, calcitonin, it can decrease the elevated plasma calcium level in the blood. So like that, these three hormones, so those are involved in the regulations of the plasma calcium levels. Okay, so next one is the physiological rule. Okay, the calcitonin is mainly play important role in the regulations of calcium and phosphate. So when their level is increases, so that can be decreases by depositions of the on the bone or by enhancing their excretion. And second hormone, parathormone, is also known as the PTH. It can enhance the plasma calcium and phosphate by enhancing the release of the calcium from the bone or by enhancing the reabsorption and inhibiting the excretions of the calcium. And vitamin D, it is helpful for the to promote the health of the bone and teeth, as well as support the immune system. Even it can enhance the secretions of insulin from the beta cells. So that's why deficiency of vitamin D is also causes the diabetes mellitus. So nowadays the vitamin D is used for the treatment of the diabetes mellitus. And as well as vitamin D, it can support the lung function as well as the cardiovascular function, because the calcium is required for the contractions of alveoli as well as the cardiac muscle. So that calcium can supplied by the vitamin D. And as well as it can influence on the gene express and involved in the cause of the cancer. It is one of the other side effects of the vitamin D. So due to excess consumption of vitamin D, we may be suffering from the cancer. So these are the physiological functions of these three hormones. So this question may be asked in the annual exams regarding write the physiological role of the calcitonin or parathormone or vitamin D. Okay, so today we have complete the this topic also. So like that, these three hormones, so those are involved in the regulations of the plasma calcium levels. Okay, so I will give link on the WhatsApp group, so where you can give your attendance. Time be khatam.